Hello, students, and a very good morning to you. Students, today we are going to start Chapter 15 of Class 7 Science, that is Light, and this is the first part of this chapter. Let's have a look what we are going to study in this part. So, in this part, first of all, we will study about rectilinear propagation of light, then reflection of light, images, in which we will study about real and virtual images, then we will study about formation by plane mirror, then lateral inversion, and at last we will study about uses of plane mirror. So students, this chapter is starting with the topic light. So this topic you all are familiar because in 6th class also we have studied about light. So in 6th class we have studied about light, we have studied about luminous and non-luminous bodies. We have studied about some of the properties of light, that light travels in a straight line, light always requires medium to travel. So such type of properties we have already studied in class 6. So here also we have to study about these. We have to recall all these things, that light is a form of energy which makes the things visible to us, and that is why it is very important in our day-to-day life. Then the next thing is rectilinear propagation of light. So simply it is the property of light to travel in a straight line. Okay, when light travels in a straight line, this property of light is called rectilinear propagation of light. So you can see that rectilinear propagation of light in the image given alongside, that in first image you can see one candle is there and one straight pipe is there in front of the human eye, and in this diagram we can see that the light is very easily, it is reaches to the eye of the person. Okay, and in the next diagram you can see the pipe is bent from the middle, and that is why light cannot reach to the eye of the person and it get blocked because the pipe is bent. So in this, light cannot reaches to the eye of the person. Okay, so person is not able to see the light of the candle. So this is very simple experiment by which we can see that light travels in a straight line. In first one we can see that line that the pipe is straight, that is why the light of the candle, it can reaches to the eye of the person. But in the next one where the pipe is bent, so just because of the bent pipe, light get blocked and it cannot reaches to the eye of the person. That is why person is not able to see the light of the candle. Okay, now this is rectilinear propagation of light. Means when light travels in a straight line, this property of light is called rectilinear propagation of light. Now straight line along which the light travels, means that line along which the light travels, it is called ray of light. And the collection of light rays, means when so many light rays are there, that collection of light rays is called beam of light. So students, these things also you have studied in class 6th. Now there are three types of beams of light. As we know that the collection of light rays is called beam of light. Okay, so there are three different types of beams of light. First one is parallel beam of light. So when a beam of light consisting of parallel rays, means when light rays, beam of light, they are traveling parallel to each other, then this type of beam of light is called parallel beam of light. Okay, so rays of light coming from a far source, it will be parallel to each other, so it is called as parallel beam of light, as you can see the image given alongside. Okay, so first one is showing the ray of light, in which the arrowhead describes the direction of propagation of light ray. Second one is the diagram of the parallel beam of light, means when the light rays are coming from a far off source and they are coming parallel to each other. So this type of beam of light is called parallel beam of light. Okay. In next diagram, you can see divergent beam of light. So what is divergent beam of light? When the beam of light consisting of light rays, they are diverging. Diverging means they are spreading, okay, from a point source. Means from a point source, light rays are coming out and they are spreading. So when they are spreading or they are diverging, then this type of beam of light is called divergent beam of light. In next one, you can see this is the diagram of convergent beam of light. So what is convergent beam of light? Suppose light rays are coming very closer to each other and they are meeting at a point. As you can see in the diagram, light rays are coming from different sources but they are meeting at one point. So when light rays are coming closer to each other and they are meeting at a point, it may be possible they are coming from one source and they are coming close to each other and they are meeting at one point. So this type of beam of light is called convergent beam of light. Now students, we are having one activity to show that light travels in a straight line. So this activity you have studied in class 6 also, in which we need three cardboards, one candle and a matchbox. And what we have to do, we have to take three cardboards and first of all we will label them as A, B and C. Then we will make small hole at the center of each cardboard, and the hole in these three cardboards should be same and at the same position. So we will try to make the small hole at the center of each cardboard. Now we will keep the cardboards vertically so that the three holes they will be in a straight line. Now we will lit the candle and we will place it near the cardboard A, near the hole of the cardboard A, and after that we will observe that candle from the hole of cardboard C. Okay, now it means that these three cardboards they are in a straight line, they are holes, they are in straight line, and we have put the candle lighted candle in front of the hole of uh, cardboard A, and we will observe it from the cardboard from the hole of the cardboard C. Now in second case what we have to do, we have to change the position of the hole of cardboard B. So what we will do, we will put it upside down, okay, and again we will observe the holes from the cardboard C. Okay, now these three cardboards, their holes, they are not in straight line. So what we will observe, we will observe that when cardboard A, B and C, they are in a straight line, means their holes, they are in a straight line, then we can observe the flame of the burning candle, means we can see the burning candle clearly, okay, because the light, it can passes very easily in straight line through the holes of the cardboard A, B and C, and it can reaches to our eye. But in second case what we have done, we have to put the cardboard B upside down. Now these holes, they are not in straight line, okay. So now when we will observe from cardboard C, in that case we cannot see the lighted candle and light cannot reach us to our eye because light cannot travel in zigzag path, means light is because light always travels in a straight line, and now the holes of the cardboards, they are not in straight line, so light also cannot reach us to our eye because light always travels in a straight line. So this shows that light travels in a straight line. Now next topic is reflection. So, reflection also you have studied in class 6th, that when a ray of light falls on a polished smooth surface, it returns to the same medium. That thing we have studied. So, here the plain surface, the polished surface is mirror. You all know that mirror is a piece of glass which is painted at one side and one side is reflecting surface. So when a ray of light it falls on a polished smooth surface, it returns to the same medium. Okay, so the phenomenon of means the process of bouncing back of light in the same medium after hitting or after striking a surface, and obviously that surface will be polished and smooth shiny surface. Okay, so the process of bouncing back of light in the same medium after striking a surface, this process is called reflection of light. So as you can see in the diagram, the light rays they are striking the surface of plane mirror and they are bouncing back in the same medium. They are changing their direction and they are bouncing back in the same medium after striking the surface of the mirror. So this process of bouncing back of light in the same medium after striking a surface is called reflection of light. Okay, and when reflection of light takes place from any mirror, it forms images. So here one small activity we are having. So what we have to do in this activity, we will need one torch, one plain mirror, two wooden blocks for holding the mirror, and two chart papers. Okay, and what we have to do, we have to take one chart paper and we will spread it on the ground. Then we will take the plain mirror and we will hold it vertically with the help of wooden blocks that we have taken. Okay, after that what we have to do, we will cover the glass of the torch with another chart paper as you can see in the diagram. Okay, so we will cover the glass of the torch with the chart paper and we will make two slits on that chart paper. Okay, now we will switch on the torch and we will pass a beam of light on the mirror at some angle, means at any angle we will put some light, beam of light on the mirror. Now we will observe that the mirror changes the direction of the light and we get a patch of that light in another direction. So as you can see in the diagram, we are putting the light on the mirror, but that light we are getting on the chart paper. Okay, so this is only the reflection of light, means light is bouncing back, light is striking on the surface of mirror, but it is bouncing back in the same medium but in the another direction. So this is only the reflection of light. Now next topic is the reflecting surface, means the mirrors. So mirror is smooth and highly polished reflecting surface. Okay, and highly polished reflecting surface is called plane mirror. Means mirrors they are basically they are of two types, that is plane mirror and curved mirrors. So curved mirrors are also called as spherical mirrors because they are the part of a sphere of glass, and plane mirror is simply plane mirror having plane surface. Okay, now some terms are there. So what happened when the ray of light which falls on the smooth polished surface, that ray of light is called, so when the ray of light that falls on the smooth surface, it is called incident ray of light. So you can see the incident ray in this image. This ray is incident ray, means the light ray which falls on the smooth polished surface, that light ray is called incident ray, and which is denoted as small I. Okay, and the ray of light which get bounced off or reflected from the smooth polished surface, that light ray is called reflected ray of light. So this light ray you can see, incident ray is falling on the surface and after bouncing back or reflecting back the light ray which is going back, this is called reflected ray. So this is denoted by small r. Okay, now the angle between, and now we can draw a imaginary line in between the incident ray and reflected ray, which is called as normal. Okay, so the angle between the incident ray and the normal, as you can see, this is normal and this is the incident ray. So the angle between the incident ray and normal, it is called angle of incidence, which is denoted as angle I. And the angle between normal and reflected ray, it is denoted as angle R, and this is called angle of reflection. Okay, so now we are having some terms. The light ray which falls on the surface of smooth polished surface, it is called incident ray. Now the light ray which is reflected back after hitting the surface, it is called reflected ray. Now the angle between the incident ray and normal is called angle of incidence, that is angle I, and the angle between the normal and reflected ray is called angle of reflection, that is angle R. Okay, and always the angle I is equal to angle R. So in higher classes you will study more about it. Now students, our next topic is image. So first of all, what is a image? When we look into a mirror, then we see our face. So what we see in the mirror is a reflection of our face, and it is called image of our face. Means when we look into a mirror, we see the image of our face in the mirror. So our face is the object, and what we see in the mirror is its image. Okay, so when light from our face falls on the mirror reflects this light, and the reflected light seems to come out of the mirror, and we see our image of our face in the mirror. So the image of our face seen in the mirror is formed where light rays after reflection from the mirror, they appear to come. Okay, so this is the image. So we can say that when a well illuminated object means when sufficient amount of light is there on the object. Okay, so when a well illuminated object is placed in front of a mirror or lens, its view through the mirror or lens is called its image. It means a view of a well illuminated object in a mirror or through a lens is called an image. Means we can say that image is the appearance or picture of a real object formed by the light that passes through a lens or reflected from a mirror. Okay, so the nature of the image, it depends upon the nature of the mirror, means the reflecting surface, and also upon the distance of the object from the mirror. So on this basis, the objects are of two types. First one is real image and second one is virtual image. So students, our first type of image is real image. So what is real image? The image that can be obtained on a screen, that image is called real image. And some examples of real image you know very well, as in a cinema hall we see the images of all the actors and actresses on the screen. So that image formed on a cinema screen, it is an example of real image. Another example of real image is the images that we get from pinhole camera, because that images also they can be received on a screen. So that images also they are real images. Okay. Next thing, how real image is formed. So real image is formed when the light rays which are coming from an object, after reflection they actually meet at a point. Okay, means when the light rays emitted from an object actually meet at one point after reflection, they're actually meeting at one point after reflection from the mirror, as you can see in the diagram. So in this case real image is formed. Okay, and real image, it can be obtained on the screen because light rays actually passes through the screen. Okay, light rays actually passes through it, that is why it can be obtained on the screen. Next thing, real image is always inverted, means upside down, and it may be of same size or bigger or smaller than the object. Now we will see virtual image. So virtual image is the image that cannot be obtained on a screen. Okay, so image that cannot be obtained on a screen, that image is called virtual image. So virtual image cannot be obtained on a screen, that is why we can see virtual image just only by looking into the mirror. When we look into the mirror, in that case only we will be able to see the virtual image. Okay, so the example of virtual image is the image of our body that is formed by a plane mirror. Okay, it cannot be received on a screen. Only we can see our image in the mirror when we look into the mirror. So our image in a plane mirror, it is a very good example of virtual image, because when we put a screen behind the plane mirror we will not be able to see anything on it. Okay, there is no light ray behind the mirror, so that image is not real. Okay, so virtual image is just an illusion, it is not the real image. So virtual images, they are also called as unreal image. Okay, virtual images are not real images, they are just an illusion. So virtual images are also called as unreal images. Okay, and next thing, the virtual image is always formed when light rays coming from an object appear to meet after reflection from the mirror. Means unlike real image, we have seen that in a real image after reflection light rays actually meet at a point, but in virtual images after reflection light rays, they do not actually meet, they just appear to meet. Okay, so when the light rays do not actually meet at a point after reflection, but they appear to meet at a point behind the screen, then virtual image is formed. Okay, and that is means virtual images cannot be obtained on a screen because they do not actually pass through it. And virtual image is always erect, means upright, and these images also, they may be of same size or bigger or smaller than the object. Next thing, image formed by a plane mirror. So first of all, what is plane mirror? Plane mirror means a perfectly flat, polished surface which is capable of reflecting light regularly. It is known as plane mirror, and the image size of a plane mirror does not change. So students, here one activity is given just to study the formation of an image by a plane mirror. So here some materials are required as plane mirror, mirror stand, matchbox and candle. Now what we have to do, first of all we will take a plane mirror. So here you can see in the diagram that plane mirror is denoted as M1, M2, and we have to place it upright with the help of a mirror stand that is denoted as N. Now we have to lit the candle. Candle is denoted as O1. As you can see in the diagram, candle is denoted as O1 with the help of a matchbox. Now place the lighted candle before the plane mirror. Now Light will be thrown in all directions from the flame of the candle O. Now here flame of the candle is denoted as O. Now consider 2 points A and B on the mirror. As you can see in the diagram, you have to consider 2 points A and B on the mirror on which incident rays OA and OB falls respectively. Okay, so we can suppose that light rays from the flame, they are falling in all direction, but we have to consider 2 points, that is A and B on the mirror on which light rays are falling. So when we will draw light ray, then it will be OA and OB. Okay, so two light rays, that is OA and OB, are there on the mirror. Now when they reflect, so reflected rays from the mirror are AC and AC and BD. As you can see in the diagram, two reflected rays are there which are reflected from the mirror. So these two reflected rays are CA and BD. Okay, now reflected rays appear to reach the eyes from point I, as you can see in the diagram. Okay, behind the mirror, means when we will draw an imaginary line, because these two reflected rays, they are not meeting here. So when we will draw imaginary line, then we can see these two reflected rays, they are appear to come from point I behind the mirror. So this image cannot be obtained on a screen, and such an image is called virtual image. Why? Because light rays are falling on the mirror. After striking the surface, after reflection, they are going back, but they do not actually, they are meeting here. They are appear to meet at the point I. Okay, so the image formed by this will be virtual image, and it cannot be obtained on a screen. Now when we measure the distance between O1n and I1n, then we will find that both distances are equal. Okay, so from this activity we can say that the image formed by the plane mirror is virtual and behind the mirror. Okay, and the size of the image is same as the object, and the object and its images, they are equidistant from the mirror, means they are at equal distances. The distance between the object and the mirror and the distance between the image and the mirror are equal. So this is the formation of image by a plane mirror. Now to locate image in a plane mirror. So for this, in this activity we have to we have to locate the image in a plane mirror. So for this activity we need chessboard, marker, plane mirror and a sharpener. So what we have to do, we have to take a chessboard and we have to draw a line in middle of chessboard with the marker. Now we have to fix a plane mirror vertically on this line, as you can see in the diagram. Now we have to place the sharpener at the boundary of third square, means first you will count the third square from the chessboard. Okay, and now we will place sharpener on the boundary of the third square. Okay, and you have to note the position of the image. Now you will shift the position of the sharpener to the boundary of the fourth square, and you have to note the position of the image again. Means as you are shifting the sharpener is just an object. Okay, as you shift the position of the sharpener, means as you shift the position of your object, you have to note the position of the image again and again. So you will observe that the image is at the same distance behind the mirror as the object is in the front of the mirror. Okay, the distance between the object and the mirror will be same as the distance between the image and the mirror. So this is how we can see the image in a plane mirror. Now our next topic is lateral inversion. So students, as when you look your image in a mirror, in a plain mirror, and suppose you are moving your right hand, then you can see that in your image it appears to move its left hand. Okay, it means that your right part of the object looks left, and left part of the object looks right. Similarly, one thing you can do, suppose you are having a printed page of any book or anything you are having, okay, just keep it in front of a mirror, and then you can see the images of the letter, they appears laterally inverted or sideways, means they will appear erect, they appear upright, but they will be laterally inverted or sideways. Okay, so this process, this phenomena due to which the image is laterally inverted, it is termed as lateral inversion. Means when in a plane mirror, you can see the right side of the object appears to the left side appears to as the right side. So this left right inversion is only lateral inversion. It means the interchange of the right and left side of the object and its image. It is known as lateral inversion. So this thing happens in the plane mirror only. There is exchange, or we can say interchange, of the right and left sides of the object and its image. It is called as lateral inversion. As you can see in the diagrams, three diagrams are there here. So you can see in the first diagram, a person is there when he is raising his right hand. So in the image, in the plane mirror, the image has raised his left hand. Now students, in second diagram you can see ambulance is written laterally inverted. So on the hospital vans in which serious patients are moved from one place to another, they also have the mirror image of the word, that is ambulance, means it is also laterally inverted. It is written as laterally inverted on the front side of the vans, so that when we are driving and see the hospital van, they are coming behind, has hospital van coming behind from a rear view mirror. So the laterally inverted image of the word is obtained, and we can read the actual ambulance word, okay, which is written as a laterally inverted when we will see in the rear view mirror in our vehicle, so that we can read the actual ambulance word, and we can allow it to pass through our vehicle and reach the hospital quickly. So this is that is why the ambulance is on the hospital van, it is written as laterally inverted. And next diagram, in next example, you can see P and light both how they are shown as laterally inverted. So interchange of the right and left sides of an object and its image in a plane mirror, it is called as lateral inversion. Okay, and lateral inversion is possible only in the plane mirror, not any other spherical mirrors. Now next topic is characters of images formed by plane mirror. So first of all, the image obtained by plane mirror is always erect and virtual. Okay, that image that we get from the plane mirror, it is always erect and virtual. Virtual means not real image. Then image is always laterally inverted. In every case you can see the image formed in the plane mirror, it is always laterally inverted. Now image is of same color and size as that of object. So always the images formed by plane mirror, they are of same size and same color as that of object, and image is as far behind the mirror as the object is in front, means they are equidistant, means the distance between the object and the mirror will be same as the distance between between the image and the mirror. Now uses of plane mirror. So plane mirror is used as a looking glass. the ordinary glass that we use. It is used in the showrooms, in barber saloons, etc., in order to enable a person to see himself from front as well as back and side view also. Now, it is used to produce optical illusions on a stage. It is used in the construction of reflecting instruments like the kaleidoscope and a periscope. So this is the first part of this chapter. In next part of this chapter, we will be studying about a spherical mirror, in which we will study about convex and concave mirror, and after that we will study about how the images formed by these mirrors, and then after that we will study about the lenses. So read the chapter carefully and watch the video and try to find out the objective questions from the book. Thank you, students.